Testing, mic check, mic check. Mic check. We're good. Good. Woo! What's going on, everybody? It is Carlos here once again from PremierReviewer, and I got this Sony A6600. Whew! I've been waiting for this camera since they announced it. I wasn't too much a fan of the 6400. I felt that they didn't do much. They did add some cool features, but I didn't think it was going to be worth the upgrade. Now I'm coming from being a full frame user. I have the A7 III. I also have the A6500, and I also have the A6300. So I'm well versed in this camera. So I figured there's some things that drew me right into this, and I knew I was gonna pick it up. So I'll probably be selling my 65 and 6300 in order to pay for this bad boy right here. But that's not what this video is about. It's about opening this box up, giving you my first impressions. We got some documentation as always. Oh man, I am excited about this. More documentation, more documentation. All right, let me put all this aside because you got warranties and stuff that I gotta make sure I fill out. Okay, we have this strap, and I have to be honest, I've never used these straps. They're too skinny, they're too thin. It's nice that they add them, but not for me. We got the eye cup. Yeah, it's an eye cup piece right here, so I actually will take that out. We have the charging port. I'll actually leave that right back in the box, so I'll move this aside. We have the battery, and this is a huge reason why I decided to get this one over the 6400 is the fact that it has the FZ100 batteries, which is, man, if you know anything about the A7, the new A7 III, R4, R3, A9, 1 and 2, these batteries are phenomenal. They give you just unbelievable life compared to my 63 or 65. They just, the battery life on that was just terrible. Okay, and here we go. Let's get this bad boy out. Oh, it feels so much more substantial already. I'm digging it. The grip. It smells good. It does smell good too. Gotta put a screen protector on that. All right, so looking around it, it feels, oh man, it does feel good. It does. It feels, the grip just feels so much more improved than my 65 and 6300. It really does. I'm gonna put this bad boy in it. I don't have an SD card. I ordered another one of the pro grade cards, 120. Let me put my Tamron on it. So this is the Tamron 28 to 75 f2.8. I definitely want to get that 17. Could I make more noise? Yes, I could. Taking out, here's the sensor. I don't want to get anything on the sensor, so it just look at this. Just look at this. It looks, oh, it looks phenomenal. It looks phenomenal. This feels like an upgraded, more of a pro version. Now it's not pro, and I'll say why. In my opinion, it's not pro, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that it only has a single SD card reader, and it's not even the UHS-2 cards. This is UHS-I, I believe, and that's a big bummer. I wish they would have stuck with UHS-2. I think that would have been a killer feature. I think that would have made it more of a pro crop sensor camera for Sony. I think that's great. I think the fact that they added the USB-C here, they added a headphone and mic. Obviously they had the mic before, but they never had the headphone, so that adds a pro feature to it. But like I said, not having 2 card slots here, and with this grip, I don't see why you wouldn't be able to put a second card slot in there. I really don't. That's a bit disappointing, in my opinion. It seems like we have 1, 2, 3, 4 custom buttons. That's not bad. I'm really, yeah, this just feels so much better. The buttons feel a little bit more tactile than my 6500. Like the custom buttons definitely feel a lot better. I just put that battery in there. Let's see if there's any juice to it. English, enter date, format. Yeah, that's fine with me. Okay. Oh, this battery is dead, but that's okay. You know why? I have to charge this battery, but it's okay because I already got two. Guys, I will leave a link to this little charger and extra batteries. I have two already, so not a big ordeal. That is a must-have, I think, with these things, having a little charging port right there. This battery should be at 100%. And yes, we are. I'm gonna have to set this guy up. I will be doing some shooting. I will be doing some vlogging with this thing because of the articulating screen. So this is gonna be awesome. Awesome. So here we go. We have the 6600. I am vlogging with it, and I have to say, so far I'm super impressed. The hard thing is obviously not looking up right here, but right now, the fact that I'm looking up right here, I could see that it's hitting my eye, that I am in focus. I could bring it in here. I'm still in focus. This is actually the kit lens. This is 16-50. I just put it on there. This is mainly my vlogging lens because it is such a lightweight lens, and it really does a good job. Still, you know, giving you a little blur when you get up close, but still good enough and wide enough. I should show you what it looks like, but right now I'm really digging the way this setup is working out for me, at least. I'm definitely gonna be doing a follow-up video. One of the things that reason why I'm looking so magenta is because you can see I have that light right there. See my skin color looks a little bit more normal, a little bit more stylized. I have a mic connected to it, and I'll show y'all. I'll take you guys inside. Let's see. All right. This is my vlogging rig right here. So you can see I have that little connector to move over for this. I'm waiting for them to come out with that bracket like they did with the 6400, where you can move the thing aside, but right now this is working out just fine for me. And as you see, it looks fantastic. Look at this. Look at itself. Look at itself. It's doing good. It's doing good. So let's turn that bad boy off. Get back into my room. In fact, one of the things that I will be doing for you guys is I will be doing a room tour. It's a mess right now. I have things all over the place, but I will be doing a room tour nonetheless. I gotta put this back together real quick. This is my 6300, which I started doing a little bit of vlogging with prior to this. But yeah, here are my 63 and 6500, and obviously over there, you can zoom in right there, and you can see that that is my A7 III. So I usually have my 63 or 65 as my overhead, and that's what I use to do my unboxings and recording. But again, we will be doing a little bit more exploring when the time comes. This is just my initial impressions using this as a vlogging rig, and we're gonna get way more in depth when I really get my hands on this and really put it through its paces. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Guys, I will be doing some more videos on this. This is just an unboxing and first impressions, and overall my first impressions are that this thing, it just feels like an upgrade. There are definitely some downsides, which I think I'll be doing a video about more of a user experience. So stay tuned for that. I got a couple of other videos in the works. So a lot of content is coming up. I'm really excited to get back into making videos more in consistency this year, or towards the end of this year leading up to 2020. I'm excited to see how this works in my workflow. This is going to be a awesome addition to my camera lineup. And thank you guys for tuning in. If you haven't already, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Please subscribe if you want to be notified. Hit that bell notification of my next video. And like I always say, until next time, I will see you around. Like I said, follow up video. Make sure you subscribe. See ya.